Umar ibn Abdul Aziz in this world, he lived very simple. At a time, rahimahullah ta'ala, the Baytul Mali al-Muslimina, the treasurers of the Muslim, the gold was hanging, and they didn't have anyone to give the money to. Yani the people became rich. There was no one to give money to. The money was so fairly spread out by the people to the people that everybody was rich. Everybody was no one was faqir. Umar ibn Abdul Aziz made the Muslims reach that level. Rahimahullah ta'ala. He one day said to his wife, Fatima bint Abdul Malik. You know Fatima bint Abdul Malik, his wife? She's the daughter of Abdul Malik ibn Marwan. He's the leader of the Muslims before Umar ibn Abdul Aziz. Fatima bint Abdul Malik now. Her brother Sulaiman is a leader. Her brother Hisham was a leader. Her brother Walid was a leader. Yani she's from a family of leaders. Her father was a leader. And she married Umar ibn Abdul Aziz. And one day he said to her, can you go out and can you bring some grapes for us? The time he's asking that question, or he's asking her to get him grapes to eat, at that time Umar ibn Abdul Aziz, he has the keys to the Muslim treasure. Baytul Mal al-Muslimin is in his hand. The gold is packed to the brink. So his wife Fatima bint Abdul Malik, she comes to him and she says to him, we don't have it. We don't have grapes in the house. He looked at her and he said, inshallah, we'll just be patient. We don't have it, we'll just be patient. And he was a zahid like that. Even when he died and he passed away, the words that were on his mouth, the verse that he was reciting was تِلْكَ الدَّارُ الْآخِرَةِ. That is the akhirah. نَجْعَلُهَا, we made it for who? لِلَّذِينَ لَا يُرِيدُونَ عُلُوًّا فِي الْأَرْضِ وَلَا فَسَادًا. They don't want to be high in this world. They don't like the idea of ulu, I'm high. وَلَا فَسَادًا, they don't like corruption. They don't want to cause fasad. وَالْعَاقِبَةُ, and the final ending is for who? وَالْعَاقِبَةُ لِلْمُتَّقِينَ. One day, a woman came to the house of Umar ibn Abdul Aziz. And when he came to the house of Umar ibn Abdul Aziz, when she came to the house of Umar ibn Abdul Aziz, she saw Fatima bint Abdul Malik sitting there with no hijab on. She wasn't wearing any hijab. The woman, and she saw a man in the room. So she said to Fatima bint Abdul Malik, fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Why are you in a room with a man without no hijab on? Because the man was fixing the house, and he was doing the house had collapsed from the side, so he was fixing a little bit. So Fatima cried and she said, Wallahi, this is Amir al-Mu'mineen. This is Amir al-Mu'mineen Umar ibn Abdul Aziz, rahimahullah ta'ala. It was mentioned that Umar ibn Abdul Aziz, when he was alive and he was the leader of the Muslims, he prevented his children from taking any money from the Baytul Mal al-Muslimin, because this money is for the Muslims. It's not his own money, Umar ibn Abdul Aziz. When he passed away, Umar ibn Abdul Aziz, and he died, his children, they became extremely rich. Allah opened all doors for them. At the same time, one of the leaders of Banu Umayyah, and I think it was Hisham ibn Abdul Malik, Hisham spoilt his children. And he used to give them from all the wealth from the Baytul Mal al-Muslimin. He would say, take. And he'll give them that money. It was money that was owned by the Muslims. What happened was, the narrator mentioned, Wallahi, I saw the children of Hisham ibn Abdul Malik in the Sikik of Iraq, begging and asking for money. So this is something we have to understand, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will preserve our children if we bring halal income for them. Umar ibn Abdul Aziz is an example of a man who was zahid, the meaning of what zuhd was. At the time that the money was at his disposal, he chose to live a simple life. Bani Umayyah, no one came the likes of him. He was the greatest of them all, Umar ibn Abdul Aziz. His seerah is profound. بعض العلماء أفردوا له. Some of the scholars, they specifically authored just his biography, Umar ibn Abdul Aziz.